In this episode of Coach's Eye, we are doing things slightly differently. Now, we have got a surfer that we're going to be breaking down. However, we found a really cool video that's going to compare his surfing versus his skating. Now, this person is normally known for his big wave surfing, but we're going to look at him slightly differently. In this episode of Coach's Eye, we are looking at Kai Lenny. So before we jump into the iPad, I just want to tell you about the Ombe app, which is it's a completely free app. You can come over and join the community where you get access to not only the Coach's Eyes, but you get access to a whole bunch more content. And you also get to find out about our paid programs that we have. We have a monthly challenge that we run, which is a subscription membership, which is really about diving in deep on different aspects of surfing and giving you drills and also theory around each one of those elements. So if you want to find out more details about that, head over to the App Store. Also, while you're here, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do. It will be down on, I think, on this side of the screen. If not, it'll be that side of the screen. One side of the screen. I don't know which one. Either. Anyway, hit that and the notification bell, and you'll find out when any of the Coach's Eyes come out. But let's jump into the video, or the iPad, of Kai Lenny. So let me, just before we do, I just need to just say this ahead of time. So this video comes from, this is a Carver promo video. So Kai Lenny's got his own Carver skateboard out. All of Carver's videos are absolutely amazing. You watch them and you just feel really good. So I highly recommend that you go over to the Carver channel, check out some of their surf skate videos. But in this one, we're going to be looking at Kai Lenny and looking at the skating and the surfing. Anyway, now you talk.
What I was going to say is that a lot of big wave surfers almost become big wave surfers because they weren't great small wave surfers. So what
really?
Okay. They don't know how to move, they don't know how to find the energy, even the motivation to go surf small crab waves. So Kai Lenny, being in Hawaiian, I was generally surprised at his technique and his level of knowledge and the way he uses his body. It's next level. He's such a good all-round surfer and an amazing small wave surfer.
Yeah. So in the process of finding a video for this Coach's Eye, we did a bit of a search on YouTube and we watched Kai Lenny at the Waco Wave Park. So I highly recommend that you go and look at that video. We almost used that video, but as soon as we saw this one with the skating and the surfing, we were like, this is going to be really cool for this episode. So go and check out those videos as well.
Okay, so Coach's Eye is always about what can we steal from some of the best, take some of their good habits that they do regularly and copy and paste it onto our bad habits. Right, so check this out. So he comes off the bottom turn and again, look at the angle of the board. He's not standing on it.
Yeah.
The board's got freedom to move because it's weightless, it's on rail. Also, we did mention when we did Geordie Smith on the golf swing, the front arm's low. See how it's the lowest part of his body? And then watch where it goes towards the end. The front arm is high.
Oh, wow, that was a big sudden move up.
Now, as it goes low, he's centered his weight on the back foot, pushing his heel in.
Yep.
And then watch the weight transfer to the front foot there. And all the weights and his joints all stacked over the front foot. So his balance now is centered there.
Yeah.
Which will help him on the transition. I really like the way he looks where he wants to go. The angle of the hands, it's really hard to see because it's pixelated, but the hand is almost at the same angle of the board.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of technique that he's employing. Now, if we go into surf skating.
All right, I think, there we go.
All right. Let's start to see some of the techniques. So, first of all, he looks really relaxed. Okay, the big takeaway from me are the knees kissing.
Yeah.
A lot of people ride surf skates on what we call a side-on crab style versus front-on. So Kai Lenny's got his shoulder line forward and he has peripheral vision of everything in front of him. As soon as you side on in crab, your peripherals halved, and it becomes so difficult to move. So that's one of the big things, is what we call the knee kiss.
Yep.
All right. Look at the arms up. When he needs the drive, so there he's turning, but now he wants drive. So this is very like Filipe Toledo, generating speed in the flats.
Yep.
Okay, so Kai's in the flats, he's generating some speed, he's raising the elbows. All right, so love the technique of the elbow raise. Then to go up, there's the elbow raise again.
Yep.
Okay. And then on that turn, there's no tension, but he's kissing the knees.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that knee kiss.
When you kiss the knees, it opens up the hip.
Yeah.
And you can see he's getting this arm out of the way. He's opening up his shoulder. Most people, when they don't do that, or if the knees are pointing left to right, or if they're squatting, you're going to find that this arm always gets in your way. It's going to lock the shoulder up and lock your ability to do a top turn.
Yeah.
And then super relaxed, stacking on the front foot. So what we mean by that, shoulder, knee, all that weight is over the front foot. That's going to give you speed to ride down the wave or to ride out of the bowl.
I think we're leading into where it then brings it into a wave. But
okay.
You can see his chin. That's what interests me. There is you talk about looking. You can almost tell it by his chin. Whereabouts he's looking.
I don't know if you can tell here, but his back heel's lifted off the board.
Yeah.
Okay, which means he's on a toe wedge. Now that's happening because of this hand. He's getting his pinky up. And I always do this to give me a pinky up.
There we go.
So if I do this, it's going to make your whole body move. So the other thing that you're not noticing is that angle, the shoulder angle and the board angle. Okay, he's not skating flat. He's actually leaning. Now, because he's tilted over, his head is a lot more heavier, and gravity is pulling him down the ramp, giving him more speed.
Yeah.
All right, so all of those things that he's doing over there, oh, look at the knee tuck. He looks like a sprinter.
Yeah.
He's got this potential for running, this potential to do something big. And when you see potential, to anyone, it's exciting and it looks stylish.
Can I just take a moment to appreciate how amazing his hair looks, even while he's going fast on a skateboard?
All right, so
anyway, it's moving swiftly on.
You can see he's an entertainer, right? He's like, oh, I wonder what products he's using. All right, so if there was one thing that you could copy and paste from Kai Lenny,
hang on a minute, I want to bring it to the bit where there's the wave, because it goes straight from one of his skateboard moves. There we go. Let's not end the video until we've done this bit, and then we'll do the one takeaway.
So he's doing some beautiful, stylish carves. Do you notice that there's absolutely no wiggling in between?
Yes.
Okay, so part of that style is he's doing turns. He's not doing little incremental turns in between generating speed. Right, that's a big takeaway.
Yeah, I think hang on a minute, this is serious. If you take away one thing from this video, that is, if you are using a surf skate to train for surfing, do not wiggle. 100% do not wiggle.
You'll probably end up doing like 10 wiggles to every turn, and the thing that will stick in the water is not the turn, but the 10 wiggles.
Yep.
Because it's 10 times stronger.
Yep, and it will make your surfing look very unstylish. So that's the one big takeaway. Anyway, back to Kai Lenny.
Right, now on the
How much fun he's having on that turn.
Yeah, there's no stress. Look at how little board's in the water. Look, he's on rail. Do you see that? Now, if you look at the angle of the arms and the shoulders, the angle of the hips and the angle of the board, the angle of the feet, everything is in sync on that turn.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to do this particular turn and they stand on the board something like this, and the arms are flat, and they wonder why they're losing speed and the board's flat. So it's really important that like all the ducks are flying in the same direction.
Yeah.
So knees, eyes, the looking. The big thing is no tension.
Yeah.
Okay, he's loving the turn. Now over there, he's just passing the coffee. So over there.
Look at the knee coming in.
Look at this, that, and that.
Yeah.
We even spoke about this with Geordie Smith, how the power comes from being able to twist.
Yeah.
The more that knee comes around, the more you're going to be able to twist. That's where you get torque from.
Yeah.
And Kai doesn't look like a super big dude, but the amount of spray that he throws from having good technique, and how he's able to control speed through lack of stress by relaxing and having fun, it's phenomenal. Like, this is a turn that you'd see Mick Fanning doing out at Snapper.
Yeah.
So, and Mick's small wave technique is next level. So, and one takeaway. One thing that if you could steal from Kai and copy and paste.
Let me go full screen because I'm getting put off. Okay.
Did you realise he was that great?
I've never, I'm going to be completely honest, although I've seen him riding a few big waves, I'm not really that bothered by watching people ride massive waves. I've never really paid much attention to him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. I'm actually going to go and watch the whole Carver clip after we get off of this video, because we only watched the beginning bit and I said, let's use this. My biggest takeaway is going to be that kissing of the knees. For me, and just whereabouts I am currently in my surfing, it's something which I've noticed has a huge impact when I employ it, and so now I need to be really conscious of that.
It's going to do two things once you're able to kiss the knee. It's going to unlock your hip.
Yep.
It's also going to transfer more weight into your front foot coming out of the turn, which is the key to generating more speed. So it's going to set you up with more speed for your next turn.
So we're going to kind of elaborate here slightly on this. So the one thing that I have, so I've got to really think about kissing my knee when I do go in for the turns. But if I've gone down, I've done a bottom turn, I've come up and doing a top turn. What I've found is that when I drop the knee on that turn, I find it easy to hold and come back around again. The moment that I forget about my knee and I kind of go in that sort of side-on position, that's when I sort of fall backwards.
So you said something there, and straight away my mind just goes places. So you're saying that if you try to push on the turn, you lock up, but when you twist on the turn, you're able to hold it for longer.
Yeah.
And you're way more accurate on your turns.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm going to do that horrible sort of. So So
try stomp your back foot as hard as you can on that turn.
No, hang on a minute. I've got something in my head here.
Okay.
So I'm doing the bottom turn, I come up. Now, as I'm coming up and I twist, I can't do it because I'm going to go off balance, which is actually what you want to be doing anyway.
Yeah.
But if I kiss that knee, I find it really easy to hold. I think it's because I can obviously see a lot more. But if I come up, so if I come down bottom turn, I come up and I try to do this, that's when I feel like I just fall straight over on my back.
Well, do that same thing, okay, but push as hard as you can on your back foot. There, you've locked. And that's where'd you look straight away? So as soon as you lock, you look down.
Yeah, right.
But when you kiss the knees,
because
now just
it's actually hard for me.
Get rid of the stress, and just pass coffee. That's a way better twist.
Yeah.
Toe lifted off, you open up your hip further. So when you got rid of tension and you could see it, it all happened.
So there we go. Drop that knee, get those knees kissing. That is it. That is it for this episode of Coach's Eye. Make sure that you head over to the App Store, download the app, come and join the OMBE community, come and take advantage of the amazing free programs that we've got. And while you're there, just check out the monthly subscription because it is rather amazing, if I may say so myself. Anyway, see you in the next Coach's Eye.